If you're planning on giving up, please don't. There was a time in my life when everything felt impossible. No matter what I did, no matter how hard I tried, it felt like the universe was against me. Every step forward was met with 2 steps back, and soon I found myself standing still, too tired to keep going. Giving up felt like the only option, but something happened that changed my perspective. It was not a dramatic moment. It was not an inspiring speech or a miraculous event. It was a quiet, almost unnoticeable realization that came to me during one of my lowest points. I was sitting in a park late at night, my head in my hands, completely lost in my thoughts. The world around me felt so big, so indifferent to my struggles. I stared at the ground, thinking, what is the point of trying anymore? That was when I noticed something small, a tiny sprout pushing its way through a crack in the pavement. It was so fragile, so insignificant in the grand scheme of things, yet it was there, growing despite all odds. That sprout became a symbol for me. It reminded me that even in the harshest conditions, life finds a way. It made me wonder, if something so small can keep going, what excuse do I have to give up? I decided in that moment that I was going to keep trying, no matter how hopeless it seemed. I owed it to myself to see what could happen if I just kept moving forward. The road was not easy. There were still days when I wanted to give up, when the weight of everything felt like too much to bear. But every time I felt like quitting, I thought about that little sprout. It did not grow overnight. It took time, patience, and persistence. And so I decided to give myself the same grace, to take one small step at a time, even if it felt insignificant. Small steps turned into something bigger over time. The challenges I faced did not disappear, but my perspective shifted. I stopped expecting instant results and started focusing on the progress I was making. No matter how small, that shift made all the difference. One step led to the next, and eventually I found myself in a place I never imagined I would reach. I realized something important along the way. The moments when you feel like giving up are often the moments when change is just around the corner. It is as if the world is asking, how much do you want this? What I learned is that resilience is not about being unbreakable. It is about finding the strength to pick yourself up when you fall. So if you're listening to this and thinking about giving up, I want you to know that you are not alone. We all have moments when we feel like we cannot go on, but I am here to tell you that you can. Keep moving forward, even if it is just one small step at a time. You do not have to have all the answers right now. You do not have to be perfect. You just have to keep going, because one day, the weight you are carrying will feel lighter. The small steps you took will lead you somewhere worth reaching, and you will realize that the strength you needed was always within you.